I'm joined by a lady that at the age of 18 released a single, topped the charts, won 2 Mobile Awards and also won a Brit Award. The R&B crowd will know her for You Might Need Somebody, and also the garage crowd will know her for Imagine. I'm joined in the VIP lounge en route by Shola Ama. Shola, thank you for joining us this evening.
No worries.
About to go live on stage shortly. Are you all ready? Are you geared up?
Yeah, I usually, before I go on, I call it my Jordan routine. Like, you usually see me putting on layers and layers of lip stuff. By the time I go out, I'm like, I look like Jordan.
Are you loving the lip plumping gloss?
Yeah, do you know what? I don't use it anymore because I got addicted to it to the point that it didn't plump me anymore.
Well, let's go back to the start of your career. You're 18 years old. You Might Need Somebody gets released.
When somebody reaches for your heart, open up.
How did it feel to be an 18-year-old topping the charts?
Very overwhelming, very different from anything I'd ever experienced. I mean, I just came straight out of college into a record deal, so it was a really big transformation, really sort of fantasy kind of time, hard to adapt to from being normal to being famous and like being locked away and not being able to do anything. But when I look back, I wouldn't change it for the world. It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
So some people get discovered on buses. How was you discovered?
On the train. Yeah, I got discovered singing in, I was just walking through the train station in Hammersmith and someone happened to hear me, just right person, right place, right time.
Obviously then you followed it up with, well, most people already know that Imagine was one of the next big singles that landed from you. And originally it was an R&B track, but then Asylum got hold of it.
I mean, it was cool because, I wrote the song with Rodney Jerkins and Dark Top. We wrote the song, and then I'd had a single out with Glamour Kid, and Taboo Garage remix was kind of buzzing around. So there was a little bit of a garage vibe kicking off for me anyway. But that remix was huge, and it was great. It was like the whole Iron Apple scene was coming about. The whole club scene was really huge, UK garage. So I got a lot of gigs out of it, and I had a really, really good wild time. I was like 20, a bit of a blur, but a really great time.
It's like the 60s. If you remember it, you weren't there. So obviously, then after that, you had an album list as long as my arm, and suddenly you have a massive in France with Still Believe album.
In the beginning, it was just
for me, it was great. I mean, the album didn't really do so well here, so having that success with Still Believe in France was a saving grace for me. Still Believe entered the charts at number 2 over there. It stayed in the airplay chart at number 1 for weeks. So I was able to go on and do a French tour, and I was playing to like 30,000 people every night and having them, sing the song. And I mean, the French fans are absolutely crazy. English people are they're like, okay, they're showing Ama, don't look at her. Whereas in France, it's like, bijou, bijou. They bang your car down. They're really passionate fans. And that, for the first time in my life, I felt like, oh my God, I'm actually, not just a regular person. I'm actually doing something. I'm actually having an impact. So it was great affirmation for my musical career because it inspired me to want to do more. I then went on to do a French album just for France and Japan simply because of that success.
Your sister's obviously taken in your footsteps. Are you proud of your little sister?
Very proud of my baby sister. I might even sing one of her songs tonight because I love her song. We wrote the song together, and she wrote it with Darren Martin, and I did the vocal arrangements. And I'm really, every day I watch her grow, and I'm so proud of her. Yeah, I'm really, really excited for her.
So I mean, obviously the pitfalls and the upsides to the whole record industry.
She's seen the whole deal with me, so she knows. She's smarter than I could have ever been at her age.
So as far as yourself, then, how's the future looking for Shola Ama?
The future at the moment is really, really good. I've just finished a film project. I'm doing an album in France with all the big French artists, a collaboration album with all the big French artists. I'm doing another project which is it's a virtual album, so it's like a cartoon movie with a soundtrack. So it's like a film that is animated, and the album is basically the story of the film. And then I'm doing my own solo project as well, which is just getting wrapped up. So yeah, the future's good. I'm happy, and for me, doing something where I can have a bit of a legacy, I can leave something behind where even if they don't get it now, people can look back and say, wow, she was making some good music and she was doing something positive. So yeah, I'm happy.
It's all good, as they say. It's all good. Well, Shola Ama, you're on stage shortly, so thank you very much for stopping by and talking to us this evening, and good luck with the film and the future of music. Thank you.